Here is the UNRWA Commissioner General, Philippe Lazzarini. He went on Mehdi Hasan's show on Zateo. Mehdi speaks to him here about the dire situation in the genocide in Gaza, and this is what he had to say.
Last question, Philippe Lazzarini. You haven't been able to enter Gaza this year, as you said. When you speak to your staff on the ground in Gaza, the ones who haven't been killed, both Palestinian and non-Palestinian, what do they tell you about what life is like right now for them in Gaza at UNRWA locations that are supposedly protected?
But already the last time I went, which was in January, I was struck on how people were just living in a pilot automatic mode, and also the absence of light in their eyes. It seems the situation has gone even much worse, though it was difficult to comprehend that it could get worse. And today, when I talk to my staff, they are saying that in reality, people today are so resignated that they are just waiting for their turn to be killed in the Gaza Strip. And this is absolutely heartbreaking, because people have lost faith of a possible better future.
Yes, they have. It's a tragedy. Philippe Lazzarini, Commissioner General of UNRWA, thank you for taking time out.
So, yeah, that's hard to hear, but that's what Israel wanted. They wanted to not just kill as many people as they could. They wanted to break their spirit.
Destroy hope.
Destroy every institution in Gaza. Destroy. Just think about your hometown. Or think about like your home state. If you were unable to go anywhere, you were caged in, and everyone you know is under threat of being killed, and you probably know like a dozen people, 20 people that have been killed if you just extrapolate proportionality of what's happening in Gaza to your own life, then the schools around your neighborhood bombed, the cultural sites in your area decimated, non-existent, historical records burned up, thousands of people missing. People they want to stamp out hope. They want to make the Gaza Strip unlivable, and they want to stamp out hope. And Matt, you've made this point before. You know, the death toll, it almost just undercuts the gravity of the situation, because one, we know that this 40,000 figure is like such an undercount that we can't even speculate, but we know that like last month, American doctors wrote a letter about what was happening in Gaza, and they were using a figure of around 92,000, and it's probably higher than that. We will know once investigators, whenever the hell that happens, are able to get in there. But it's not just the death toll. It's it's the trauma. Like we played that little girl, you know, that little girl who lost her hair, right? Yeah. And who's 8, and she said, "I lost my hair from fear," and that's the goal.
Yeah, 9 in 10 Palestinians have been displaced. I think it was Democracy Now! I was talking to a guy. It's like, yeah, that's happened to me once. It's happened to me twice. It's happened to me like a dozen times, where the place that I had taken for shelter, I had to leave it and it got bombed. And we're just doing that over and over again. And what is so infuriating about the way Dana Bash, who, like, you know, we've sort of danced around calling her just an asset for she's just a Zionist in media. That,
she is.
How sincere, like, I'm sure she's very sincere about it. That we have two parties that act like this is some sort of anti-terrorism thing, and including, look, Bernie Sanders gave a great answer with what's his name, Hasan Minhaj. Well, not a great answer. He gave a good answer as to
Bernie won't even say genocide.
Well, that's the thing, is like the devastation, right? He can name the devastation. He can talk about all the hospitals that have been bombed, all of the universities that have been bombed, and great. I love him talking about that. He starts it off talking about, with on October 7th, terrorists, some really bad guys did a bad thing, and it's like we can't start there.
No,
like that. It's just it's really. Like, it's not just about terrorism. This is about Israel creating conditions that provoked a terror attack that they used for a pretext to ethnically cleanse Palestine, because that's the historical pattern they've been in for all of our lives, for any of your parents' lives, and for your grandparents' lives. And the media will not understand that, because it's in their interest, because they buy the project. They don't see the illegally occupied West Bank. They see Judea and Samaria and future part of Israel.
Hey, folks, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and check out our daily show. We do it every day at 12 p.m. Eastern for about 2.5 hours. We even take phone calls. You should check that out.